Hi there, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we'll be creating this beautiful Yoruba bridal sultry clean glamorous look. Ooh, if I do say so myself. So today's look, I'm going to be using strictly Nigerian products. All products that I'm using today are going to be Nigerian brands. If you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. So I start by cleaning her face, just to remove all the dirt and if there's any makeup on her face. I used a micellar water to make sure every single dirt is out from her face. Then I went in with the Mismetic primer portion, or moisture portion rather. So I just applied this. So when I asked her, she said she's slightly dry and slightly oily. So for this look, I'm only going to be using moisturizers and illuminators. So recently I do not use primers much as I normally would. I don't know, for some reason I found out that using just moisturizers alone or moisturizing the skin alone gives me a beautiful result. So after that I went in with it. You guys know this one already. It's the Neo Black Skin Illuminator, and then I'm using the Frame Beauty Cosmetic Foundation. Now this foundation is really pigmented and full coverage. I think I can actually compare this foundation with the NARS Radiance Wear foundation, like that. Yeah, the NARS foundation, this can actually pass for that. Really, I have both of them and I've used them separately, and I can say this can actually pass for that. Now you can see how beautiful and how lit from within the illuminator is making our skin look. So that is the idea for me, and that's why I normally like to use illuminators, because I want that lit from within skin, that LD looking skin. So I like you guys can see, I use a lot of concealers when I want to highlight, because I use one for highlighting, one for brightening, one for correcting, like literally that's why I use a lot of concealer. And sometimes to highlight and do other things, the perimeters of her face, I use up to like 4 concealers. So I'm highlighting and low lighting at the same time, or the one that you people know, like everybody knows, or and call it contouring at the same time. So that's what I'm using. And the concealer I'm using, I use the Nuban Beauty concealer, the Zaron concealer, the Blossom Cosmetics concealer, and the Ezekiel concealer. These are the concealers that I use today. And like I mentioned before, when I started my intro, all products are Nigerian brands. You can literally get them. They are very affordable. You can get them from any retailer here in Nigeria. So after that, I went in with this Kiss Beauty spray. This is not a Nigerian brand, but this is on the affordable side. I think this spray ranges from like 1,000 to 1,500 or 2,000 maximum, depends on where you're getting it from. So after that, I went in with this flat brush and then started patting all the places that I low lighted or contoured in first before I'll go in and then blend out the highlighted areas. But I just wanted to make sure that this cream contouring that I'm doing, for me, I prefer cream contouring to powder contouring, because cream contouring gives your face that chiseled, defined look. You can then go in with the powder contouring to bring it out or to define it, but I feel like when you cream contour, it stays the whole day compared to just using powder to contour and highlight. Yeah, it really doesn't stay as much as when you use cream products to do that. And the effect it gives, it really chisels the face. So now I'm going in with this blush, which is the TM Essential Cheek Glaze. Sorry, yeah, TM Essential Cheek Glaze. So I'm just applying this. I'm mixing 2 shades, the pink one and the brown one. I've forgotten their names. So I'm just blending everything into her skin using that same beauty blender that I used to blend out the highlighted areas. So I took a little bit of it, that's the remainder from the blender, and then blended it. I brought it forward to her forehead just to give this sun-kissed look. So now I'm going with the blending brush to blend out the highlighted areas. After that, I go in with this setting powder from Frame Beauty as well. This is another setting powder that I really like. There are two setting powders that I've tried and I really loved. The Frame Beauty and also the Beauty by AD setting powder. I really loved those two brands that I've tried. And also the Flawless Ivy. Yes, Flawless Ivy. That's three. Flawless Ivy. Yes, those are the setting Nigerian setting powders that I've tried. And now I'm going with this pristine palettes. The only issue I have with this palette is they don't have vast shades for really light skin clients or light skin persons, so it's usually on the medium to darker shade range. So for a lighter person, you can only use it to either bronze or something, because I think I tried using this palette once on a light skin person and it turned that skin to yellow, and I really did not like the effect that it gave, so I had to quickly switch to something else. So that's just my review about the palettes. Aside that, it's a great palette for dark skin people and medium skin persons. So I'm using that same Frame Beauty powder to reverse contour, and then I'll start pushing everything into her skin. Now I went in with my Flawless Ivy, and that was the only palette I could get the perfect shade that I wanted for her. Yeah, perfect. Flawless Ivy had really vast shades for all skin type. Now time for the brows. So I'm going to bring you guys forward so you can really see what I'm doing with the brows, and I'm just using this edge control. This is like a really cheap edge control that I got, and then I use it to laminate our brows. That's to make it flat. After that, I'll go in with this Bold Cosmetics gel. Eyebrow gel. Sorry, I just got distracted. So that's what I used, and then after that, I'm also going in with this Bloat Cosmetics brow gel. It's also a Nigerian brand, and this brow gel I've had this brow gel I think for 2 to 3 years right now, and it's still the same. But the only thing is, if it dries out, you can just get a Duraline, or there's this liquid stuff, but me, I use the Duraline. Just it's from Inglot. Once you drop like two drops on any of your dried eyeshadow or dried out liquid stuff, it will revive it back to its former state. So or your dried gel liner. Yeah, so I'm using a flat brush. This brush I got from Glam Cosmetics on Instagram, just to use it to map out our brows. Today I did my brows way different from how I normally do my brows. I did not use pencil, so I basically just used the brow gel to map out our brows, and then also filled it in slightly, especially at the at the tail of our brows, and then I used a spoolie to push the rest product upwards. I don't know if you guys understand. So as you can see, I'm just shading the brows, and then I use the spoolie to bring it out before going in again with this brow gel from the same brand. That's the Bloat Cosmetics brow gel. Now I'm using the Ezekiel Cosmetics concealer and also the Newborn Beauty concealer to highlight and define our brows, just so our brows look sculpted and clean and well defined. Time for the eyes, and I'm using this Tails Cosmetics eyeshadow palette with the Blossom Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. So those are the two palettes I'm going to be using today. And now I took this brown shade from the Tails Cosmetics palette and started blending it into a crease, starting from the front, and I also connected it with the nose contour so that it looks seamless, and it also gives the nose this chiseled looking, like like it gives this it gives this shadow, like the nose is slimmer than the way it is. So I'll encourage you guys to start your nose to start the eyeshadow from your nose contour and connect it. Most times you see the effect and it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm just buffing this using a fluffy blending brush to blend out everything into our crease. Now I'm going in with this green eyeshadow from the Blossom Cosmetic palette. I'm just patting this in and then blending, and then I'm going to now go in with a yellow shade from the Blossom Cosmetics palette to blend out and diffuse the green. So I am just tapping. What I'm doing, I'm applying the green, then blending it out, applying and blending, applying and blending. So it's a whole lot of blending in this process. You can see the way I'm switching brushes. That's because I want the blending to look seamless and I don't want any harsh line or any unblended look. So with any smoky effect, either black, brown, or anything you're smoking out, just make sure you blend. Blending is key. Now I'm applying the yellow shade on the other side. So as you can see, I switched to the other side of the eyes and started blending as well. So you guys can see how seamless, and you can see how diffused the top and or the crease looks. After that, I now went in with this blue shade. It is like brown blue with pearls in it from the Blossom Cosmetics palette. It's actually looking, it's like a bluish green. I don't know how to explain this shade. I'm using my finger to just push this shade in because I know I'm still going in with a pigment. So I'm just pushing everything in. After that, I apply the pigment, and this pigment took the look from 10 to 1000, like real quick. Now I'm just dusting off the powder. I did my eyeshadow, did my liner and everything. I smoked out the under eyes with that same Blossom Cosmetics, the brown that I used initially for the crease. So I'm just blending everything out. She started tearing up a bit, so I'm just trying to correct all the tears and everything. She missed me so much, that's why she started tearing up. I'm just kidding, guys. So I'm just blending everything. Now I'm going in with that same Kiss Beauty setting spray to just, like, literally, if you guys see me in person when I'm applying setting spray, oh my god, it's as if you're taking a second bath, because I want everything to sink into the skin and I want every powder to be out of the skin. So that's just what I'm doing. Now I'm still going in without my illuminator. You know, don't be scared to apply liquid on top of powder. Trust me, that technique is sick. Like, you guys have no idea how it looks. Now when you apply liquid on top of powder, it brings back this the skin to looking like to looking like skin. I don't know how to explain it. I'm so sorry, guys, but it's like there's this vibe it gives, and there's this way it looks in person. Especially, it looks really beautiful. Now I'm going in with this TM Essential baked blush. It's also a bronzer, so I used this on her cheek and then brought it forward to the perimeters of her face, then later went in again with that illuminator on top of her cheek, because anytime you want your highlighter to look blinding, the trick is apply a liquid illuminator and then apply a powder highlighter on top of it. It is going to be blinding in person. Just imagine you're at your event and your highlighter is killing every single person. So just that's the effect I'm going for. But make sure after that, after applying the powder the powder highlighter, you use a lot of setting powder, a lot of setting spray. That is going to melt the highlighter into the skin, so it looks like it's coming from within the skin. If you rub it, or like, you won't see texture when you use a lot of setting spray. And I try as much as possible to use 2 to 3 setting spray when I'm done, like rounding up everything on my looks. Sometimes I don't even show it on camera, but that's actually how I make my my skin to look like skin. Like, literally in person, you can literally ask her if she's wearing makeup, if she's wearing foundation, aside her eyes, because you know my eyes are usually very dramatic. And yeah, so now I'm just using this eyeshadow, this mascara to just I'm just bringing out her lashes with this mascara. And this mascara is really pigmented and it is really affordable too. It's like 700 naira per per piece. I got it from Glam Cosmetics as well. Now time for the lips, and I'm using this Eye Magic palette. So I'm using my favorite brown. If you've been a true follower of mine, you will know that this palette has my heart, especially this brown shade. I'm surprised it's not even yet out. Like, with the way I use it, it's still like it's a lot. So if you decide to buy it for yourself to use it on your own, it's going to last you like forever, literally. So after that, I'm going in with that pink. There's a pink shade in the palette too, using a blending brush to blend everything, so there is no what's it called, so it looks blended in the short form. I don't even know how to put it, but I'm just using a blending brush to blend the lipstick so it looks blended. Simple. Now I'm going in with Flawless Ivy Cosmetics lip gloss, and this lip gloss is really beautiful, but I think I cheated. I used just one bougie product, one high-end product, you guys, and that product really took the lips to another level. So the product I use is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the only product. Oh, sorry, and the Artist Couture highlighter, the one in Illuminati, that I also use. Those are the two products that are not Nigerian as well. So that's, guys, I'm just blending everything into her skin so it looks beautiful and well blended. This was me after setting spray. So, and that, guys, is how we turn this beautiful girl into a Yoruba goddess.